The federal government is being increasingly open about its decades-long investigation of UFOs. They have spent millions of dollars, and officials admit now they've seen many things they don't understand. We decided to ask the president about it. Here was his semi-cryptic answer. Watch.
I guess anything's possible.
We spoke to a government official recently who said the U.S. government had wreckage from a UFO in a facility on an Air Force base. Are you familiar with that?
I haven't heard that, no. I haven't heard that. It has not been within government, has not been a big thing, but I've seen it. I've seen it on your show, but I've seen it. I don't assume it's correct, but, you know, I have an open mind, Tucker.
I know you do, Mr. President. Thank you for that.
Nowadays, you can believe anything, right?
Aliens exist, and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are.
To help our nation in this hour of need, it's up to 151 countries. So when we say our nation and the world, when you think of it, 151 countries. Somebody said to me today that wasn't in this particular world, they didn't know that we had that many countries. 151 countries, that's something. Somebody said to me today that wasn't in this particular world, they didn't know that we had that many countries. That wasn't in this particular world. Outside of that, you've done a hell of a job.
Just trying to keep up with it.
It just brought you back to earth a little bit.
We were definitely brought back to earth.
My administration is reclaiming America's heritage as the world's greatest spacefaring nation. When it comes to defending America, it is not enough to merely have an American presence in space. We must have American dominance in space. So important. Very importantly, I'm hereby directing the Department of Defense and Pentagon to immediately begin the process necessary to establish a Space Force as the 6th branch of the armed forces. That's a big statement.
Everybody at NASA, the engineers were like, no, we have no technology to do anything near that. But here the president just put that marker out there.
We're going to Mars. We're stopping at the moon. The moon is actually a launching pad. That's why we're stopping at the moon. I said, hey, we've already done the moon. That's not so exciting. They said, no, sir, it's a launching pad for Mars. So we'll be doing the moon, but we'll really be doing Mars. It's really being done as a launch for Mars. Is that correct?
That's right. We're building a habitat in orbit around the moon, a space station in orbit around the moon, and that will be launching in 2022. And once that is deployed, that will be modified into a Mars ship that will take us all the way to Mars. And between now and then, we want to build a sustainable architecture at the moon. We need to learn how to live and work on another world for long periods of time. And then we go to Mars, because when you go to Mars, Earth and Mars, we're only aligned on the same side of the sun once every 24 months, or 26 months. What that means is we have to be willing to stay.
Right.
We need to learn how to live and work on another world.
I see. Yeah, right.
So that's what the moon is all about.
That's going to be very interesting. Well, it's very exciting times.
Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens, and he says President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
And I think that's pretty obvious to everybody. It's all about space, the next warfighting domain.
Before you leave office, will you let us know if there's aliens? Because this is the only thing I really want to know. I want to know what's going on. Would you ever open up Roswell and let us know what's really going on there?
So many people ask me that question.
I know, it sounds almost ridiculous, but it's actually the real question I want to know.
It sounds like a cute question, but it's actually, there are millions and millions of people that want to go there, that want to see it. I won't talk to you about what I know about it, but it's very interesting.
But Roswell's a very interesting place with a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
So you're saying you may declassify?
Oh.
You'll take it?
Well, I'll have to think about that one.
All right.
As you know, China, Russia, perhaps others, started off a lot sooner than us. We should have started this a long time ago, but we've made up for it in spades. We have developed some of the most incredible weapons anyone's ever seen. That's what we have, is we have the American dream. And nobody's going to shatter the American dream, not the anarchists, not the agitators, not the fools, not the looters. They're not going to have any impact on the national dream like no other.
I actually want to ask about UFOs. Several media reports this week disclosed that... Sorry. UFOs.
I was going to say, I don't know if that's a coincidence or not. I feel like I already want to pass on this question, given that you've got aliens sitting among you.
Moments ago, President Trump tweeted that White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders will be stepping down.
We're reading more and more reports of Navy pilots seeing lots and lots of UFOs.
They do say, I mean, I've seen and I've read and I've heard, and I did have one very brief meeting on it, but people are saying they're seeing UFOs. Do I believe it? Not particularly. Rich people like to send up rocket ships, so between Bezos and Elon Musk and others, we're leasing them our launch facilities, which you can't get. There are no launch facilities like this. This is big stuff. So we're in Texas and Florida. We're leasing them our facilities so they can send up whatever they want to send up. It's okay with us. And they've actually done very well. They've said they've had great success, but rich people in this country, I don't know about your country, but they like building rocket ships and sending them up, and it's okay with them.
President Trump today doubled down on his support for a fringe doctor who's spreading lies about the coronavirus.
I was very impressed by her. Know nothing about her. I had never seen her before, but certainly you could put her up and let her have a voice.
I came here to Washington, D.C. to tell America nobody needs to get sick. This virus has a cure. It is called hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and Zithromax.
There was a woman who was spectacular in her statements about it, that she's had tremendous success with it.
President Trump once again saying he supports that controversial doctor. That doctor has said in the past that demons and witches have caused illnesses.
Even after learning she claims demons and witches cause illnesses.
She's also made videos saying that doctors make medicine using DNA from aliens and that they're trying to create a vaccine.
I thought she was very impressive. I thought her voice was an important voice, but I know nothing about her.
No, the president is now promoting a doctor whose viral video has been very popular suddenly among QAnon conspiracy theorists and COVID deniers. She's a doctor from Houston who also believes that women can be physically impregnated by witches in their dreams.
It's what we call astral sex. That means this person is not really a demon or Nephilim. It's just a human being that's a witch. And they astral project and sleep with people.
Americans must never lose sight of this miraculous story. Never lose sight of it. Nobody has ever done it like we have done it. So today, under the authority vested in me as President of the United States, I am announcing the creation of a new monument to the giants of our past, to the giants of our past, the giants of our past. Today, we will set history and history's records straight. Before these figures were immortalized in stone, they were American giants in full flesh and blood, gallant men whose intrepid deeds unleashed the greatest leap of human advancement the world has ever known.
This is
the plan. They want the return of course, the famous phrase, the return of the Nephilim.
Today we thank God for the gift of life and for the blessing of liberty. We honor the legends of our history, the glories of our founding fathers, and the giants of the past, the heroes of today, who keep us safe, who keep us strong and proud, and who keep us free. As he died to make men holy, let us die to make men free, while God is marching on.
And it's fair to assume that it's already been deciphered and they're going by the playbook. So the fallen angels obviously knew that their day would come again on the earth to be released.
I just want to end by saying that we're all in this together, all of us. I have never seen anything like it. The unity, the esprit de corps, the spirit, I've never seen anything like it. It's a beautiful thing to watch. Unfortunately, the enemy is death. It's death. A lot of people are dying.